All right, what's up guys? I want to quickly talk about how I've been making 10K per month consistently for the past 4 months now, and I'm about to hit my 15K month. I'm not here to flex, I'm not here to brag, I'm just here to tell you the exact steps that I took to get to where I am now. So number one is that I tracked every single dollar that I made. How are you gonna make 10K a month your goal when you don't even know how much you're making right now currently per month? If you know exactly how much you're making per month, you're gonna be able to see if you're closer than you think, if you're farther than you think. And once you know how much you are making right now consistently, you have a starting point, and that's important. Number two is to learn a skill that can buy you time and also get you paid well. Okay, so for example, I used to work at Lowe's. It was my 9 to 5. I was limited on how much I was getting paid, which was 15 per hour, and I was very limited on time. I'd work all day and I didn't have enough time, or either I was just burnt out by the time I'm done with work. On the weekends, I would work under a friend of mine who worked for this app called TaskRabbit. Now, some of you can still do this stuff. You know, I'm gonna be specific on what I did with TaskRabbit and how I was making at least $180 a day, and I would work only like 3 hours max. And sometimes half of that time is just me driving to the place and driving back home. TaskRabbit is an app where you do tasks for people that they normally don't want to be doing themselves. For example, moving heavy furniture around, assembling people's furniture. And you shouldn't underestimate this stuff, but it does get easy once you learn it. Like, it is a skill. So basically the skill that I learned was how to be handy. Okay, I never had anyone growing up teaching me how to use tools and everything, but I learned it. I invested into tools. I learned how to assemble stuff. I learned how to become a handyman. I learned how to fix stuff around the house. I learned how to move heavy furniture the correct way with correct technique. It's like all these skills that I've learned was making me able to get paid $180. Okay, because the more skilled you are, the more valuable you are, and the more valuable you are, the more opportunities you have. And for me, it was getting paid $180 a day for only like 3 hours, and it saved me a lot of time. Number three, now that you have time, take the most probable swing you can take to get to 10K per month consistently. What can you do in your current situation with the skills that you have? It's not about adding more work, it's more so about subtracting what you're currently doing that's constraining you from hitting that goal. So for example, when you have that free time, are you binge watching a show? Are you scrolling on your phone? Are you hanging out with your friends, smoking weed in the parking lots? Because that's what I did, okay? So what I did is I cut that out. I'm not saying to not have fun, but if you want to hit that goal as soon as possible, you have to be willing to make sacrifices, okay? You have to be willing to drop certain things. And the people who stick around are honestly your loyal friends. The people who drop you because you are focused on yourself for a bit, they're not really there for the long run anyway. So step number four is making good money is just a sequence of making better decisions. Okay, the people who make more money than you, they're just better at decision making than you are. Okay, and how do you get good at that? It's not about being smarter, it's more so about the fact that they have failed way more times than you've even tried. So that means they've been in the game longer enough, they've been through the same hurdles that you're going through right now, they've been through the same roadblocks that you're going through right now, and they've failed, and then they eventually learn, and then they're making better decisions every time. And that's why I say that the beginning stages is probably the hardest thing, because you're going to be learning so many new things that feel uncomfortable, and you're not going to know if it's going to work, and you still have to push through. Okay, make better decisions. That doesn't mean be smarter, it just means try more, fail more, and then eventually succeed. All right, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed creating it, because I like teaching the things that I've recently learned, so that way I can just always go back to it, because a lot of the times we need to be reminded more than we need new knowledge. So I enjoyed making this video. If you guys like these type of videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.